She's
Yeah.
like, oh, let me just fix my shoe. Staring directly at wall. Stone-faced, stock still. Stares directly
See, I was hoping
at
I could get
lever.
through that one door with the sigil, because that's literally where I have to go. But, nope. So I kind of forget if you die when you're not in a boss fight. I kind of forget if it just gives you a continue or not. So because of that, I am actually going to go save. Now, if you die in a boss fight, it literally gives you just a continue, which is nice. But we'll get to boss fights in about 10 minutes. And they are something. Yeah, and, like, this is also, like, another reason why, like, I was looking at a couple, like, speedruns of this game, and, like, I can't imagine doing it, because not only is there, like, the randomness, but, like, there are those parts where you're like, great, I'm in panic already. And there's, like, literally nothing you can do. Like, at least with Scissor Man, like, I can't think of in Clock Tower 1 too many times where you, like, had to be hit. Like, you absolutely had to. But there, it's like, that was the way I have to go.
And there's no way you can, like, prepare for it.
And there's plenty of times, like, I knew it was coming, but,
Right.
like, there's nothing I can do. And like I said, he literally might be here again. Like, right here. Okay,
Okay,
good.
so we lucked out.
Now, he could still show up at any time. Which is
Of course.
yeah. You'll just hear the music and he'll be there. Now, later on, there'll be butterflies. I don't know if you saw one in that one scene. The butterflies signify that the enemy's nearby. So if you ever see butterflies just flying around, well, you're screwed. Moth, excuse me. Actually, I think...
The thing that they showed at the beginning of the cutscene was...
That's a moth, got it.
Lamp,
So...
get that? Good meme, boys.
Yeah. So this is like the silliest thing you do in the stage. You have to walk this whole way around, go to this crazy far-off room to get matches, and then you need to use the matches in a lamp in order to cross a place. It's pretty funny. I like it. Alright, so we're going to head over here. Believe it or not, we're actually mostly done with this world, which is good. So I get XYZ matches. And let's just leave, and we'll be good. So, the fact that it has to load a cutscene there obviously takes away from everything that you would, like, have actually being, like, afraid of. Okay.
That's cool.
Yep. It's great, isn't it? Now, luckily, they put this here. I love these. I love how they work. Take this, Viola!
Oh, no! This is 100% like Three Stooges level.
So although I don't have any sigil stones or lavender waters, I do have an invisibility band, and I think there's one in here as well. So at the very least, I'm not completely DOA if he shows up. But let it be known, I'm pretty screwed where I'm sitting. So hopefully he doesn't randomly show up, because that'll put me completely in panic. And honestly, I don't feel like just standing around and waiting for it to go away, because there's always the chance that he shows up again. I don't know how it works, if it's like a certain amount of time or a certain amount of things you do, but they definitely do appear randomly a la Scissor Man, so let's not tempt it.
Why do you keep running past that item?
It's not an item. Items always shine.
Is that like something that you look at and it summons the guy?
I guess. Like, the fact that you can walk by, please. Okay. The fact that you can walk by, like, cans and, like, kick them makes me believe that there's, like...
I think it's a box.
Oh, shoot!
That was actually...
Alright, so... Gotta use this. Absolutely have to, or else I'm dead. Okay, hopefully I can get to the next area I need to go to. Okay, I think this is a lavender water over here, actually. Please! Oh my god, it lasted for 1 US second. Honey, please.
Can you not pick up in panic mode? You literally can't pick up in panic mode. That is rough.
Uh-oh.
Pick it up! Yes.
And...
That's fine, because
Yeah, RNG is not RNG.
Yeah, RNG is killing me today.
Just don't get hit.
No! Okay. And again, they're all faster than you. So if he gets near you and just starts swinging, you're... Like you saw, I just got Panic Meter for doing nothing. It's pretty sweet. I don't think he follows you here, though. Okay, so I'm going to let it go the whole way down. Actually, you know what? I don't have to, because this takes a while. So I have to do this whole thing to use matches here.
Okay.
I know.
With the lamp.
And then I can cross.
Now you can
I
cross.
can cross here.
Spoiler alert.
So this is
Remember
stupid.
the demo?
You can die
How?
by falling. She randomly will like trip, so you have to move the analog stick in the opposite direction.
Oh my gosh.
Even if you move what you feel is perfectly. I like the complete lack of music.
That's scary.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, cool.
Is she like wearing like a loafers?
She's wearing Crocs for sure. The
my-
pliers!
So wait till you see the whole reason I had to come here is to get these pliers. Wait till
Okay.
you see where I use them.
And the whole reason you couldn't cross this is unless you could see the
Yep.
plank with the lamp.
Yep.
And you gotta go back? Ugh.
The RNG.
Oh, you're way better this time. Damn. Spoke too soon. Hey, there's a glass bottle. I bet you... Okay, I bet you if he's still walking around, but he doesn't see you, if you kicked one of those, he would probably hear you. And come running or something.
Makes sense. So he's going to show up right here, and I'm probably doomed.
Use your invisibility, man.
Actually, I'm going to use the
Ugh.
Sacred Water, because I just have to get out of here, essentially.
Lamp.
Big moths are like my biggest fear.
Your biggest fear? A fear I get, but biggest fear?
They are a fear, and if I would see one, I would be immobilized.
How do you use the sacred water? Oh, nice.
So I only have one left.
Oh, that's pretty good, though. That's a decent...
Yeah, it like...
I mean, for when you want to get out of the area and you know where you're going.
yeah, sure, you have 3 of them, and it lasts for
It's
5
not
seconds.
the worst.
It's the worst.
If he had
I
like
mean, that
5,
got you out of this whole area. Like, that is plenty of fun.
Well, he's gonna catch up.
But he can't find it right now.
The invisibility band only lasts like 20 seconds.
No, I'm saying he doesn't. I'm saying he's just saying, "Where are you?"
Oh.
So I don't think he's following her actually.
I forget if he follows you in here. Oh, so those moths can also hurt you. Well,
Really? They
put
can,
you
like,
into panic or whatever.
That's annoying. I mean, so this game is absolutely Trevor, the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, but they stop you. Like they physically,
Trevor
she's
is
like,
Alyssa.
she like stands there and is like being
that
stupid.
would be annoying. Like it would. It like
It gives you a little bit of panic, but it also stops you.
that's the big.
And
for sure.
by nature, if you see the moss, it means a guy's close to you.
Right,
so
right.
it's just all bad news, to be honest with you. Now here's the good news: we can leave, and I don't think he follows you through here. We'll see. I do want to take
I
a.
love that. Oh,
Immediately.
there was no music, and then he just busts out.
Maybe you just follow.
Well, at least you can get sacred.
Oh yeah, Sacred Water's right out here. That's good.
Oh my gosh, he's so fast! You should use one. Look at this. Pro strats here, folks.
Do you like how it's all of literally 5 seconds? It's pretty
Here
great.
come them moths.
I honestly don't even think it was 5 seconds. I think it was like 3 seconds.
Like
It's
they, and the
probably-
moths are fast. Everything's
Oh
faster
my
than you.
gosh, it's probably 3.5 seconds.
Like they just instantly hone in on you, and it
Yeah.
just sucks. Like I feel in this game I have the least control of all Clock Tower games, which is crazy to say considering the first 3 are literally point and click. But like literally, like I feel like everything I do, it's like, well, there's like I feel so weak, and I guess I get that's what they're going for, but it's like. At the same time, like, every item you use, like, magically, like, knocks him over, and I just find that very funny. So, yeah, here's where you use the pliers. We did all that so we could get these pliers to open this up. It's almost like Silent Hill 4, again, where you do, like, all this crazy stuff just so you can get the keys to get out of your room. So he doesn't follow you in here. But I'll tell you what does follow you in here.
Oh,
Sadness.
no.
So,
Okay, let's see what happened to this girl. Okay, she loves playing the piano. She's good at it. She's practicing.
she doesn't even have music.
She's good at it, but not the best.
Yeah, but not the best.
Daddy, you're home early.
May, I have to tell you something important.
Off to tell you something important.
Daddy's going off to war.
War?
I hate the thought of leaving you here all alone. I feel dreadful.
I'll be all right. But what about you? You'll miss me and be sad when you're in war, won't you?
Also, I'll die.
Yes, I will. You're the
Do you
most
not
precious
understand
thing to
how
me in the
war works?
world.
But don't worry. Daddy, don't forget the
Why
piano
does a 12-year-old
concourse is
girl
on
sound like a
Christmas Eve.
25-year-old voice?
Yeah,
The winner
really.
will have their performance aired on the radio.
Yep.
I'll practice really hard and win the contest.
Maybe that's just how they sound in
so
England.
that you
All
can
little
hear
girls
me
are
when
like,
you're out in the war.
"What, mate?"
That would be wonderful. The competition will be stiff, but if you go to your lessons and practice properly, I'm sure
This is
you
not
can
a
do it.
conversation to have when you're going to
Practice
war.
every day. I've already chosen the piece I'm going to play. Listen.
It's Chopin something.
You told me this watch was a present from Mummy before you got married, remember? I'll play this tune on Christmas Eve, so you can think of Mummy and me. Then it'll be like we're all together again.
And then you won't be worried about your gangrene trench foot.
This is World War II, Parker.
Is it?
Yeah,
I assumed it was like
42.
World War I.
Also, they don't even explain what happens to the mom, but clearly she is dead.
Yes!
Smash cut 2! Medal of Honor.
Wars change.
Where's It Ain't Me?
It ain't me! It ain't me! By the way.
Did he just die a terrible death?
Yep.
That's cool.
And they all stop to listen as they're getting bombarded by bombs.
War. What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
So importantly, you get the pocket watch.
Wait, how did you get it from the front lines?
Don't worry about it. Hammer Killer hanged. September 1941. Robert Morris, 32. The man known as the Hammer Killer has been hanged. The Hammer Killer, huh? Rumors regarding Morris's death are widespread. One witness reported he was hanging for a very long time, pulling on the straps and making unearthly noises, and blood was oozing through the black cap. The stench was terrible. Some witnesses fainted and were carried out. Morris's first victim was Tony Flanagan, a fellow employee at the Branbury Stonecutting Factory. June 1940, Morris suddenly struck Flanagan on the head with a hammer, killing him instantly. All 5 workers present were killed in the same manner. Morris disappeared thereafter. A string of similar crimes occurred until the time of Morris's arrest on 6 March in Arleston, Hampshire. Morris's victim is number 12, and no clear motive has been determined. Specialists continue to be baffled by the seemingly abrupt change in behavior, as well as the extreme violence of his crimes. So every time you get to near the end of the level, you'll like learn about this person that's following you, which is pretty neat.
Yeah.
So all I have to do is get this over to the concert hall. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
He's right there.
Yeah.
Let's hope not. What the hell am I doing? Right, it's over there. Sorry.
I was like, what is happening?
So-
I was so confused.
Please, based RNG. Also, like, the noise it makes when you open doors and walk in sounds like someone's coming in for you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard to explain, but it's like, the doors are very loud. Wait till we get to the third stage. Every door opening and closing is so loud that even if the game doesn't register it as, like, a thing, you're like, stop it! Like, every time she opens a door, it just goes, boom! And closes, and you're like, the enemies are right here.
She should have a Leon Kennedy door opening.
Smash! So, we're gonna, just for the heck of it, because it only takes a second, save.
I was like, you can't refill.
Yeah, so, excuse me. There are 3 different, as we've seen most of them so far, safe havens. There's the Lions, which are the best. They have both saving and refilling. There's just jugs, which have just the refilling, and there's just the notepads, which we saw one earlier, which has just the saving. So, hope you like cutscenes.
I do.
Good. Because there are none. The game is over. So let's talk about how this game does a 180 during the boss fights.
Breaks both arms. Jeez.
Why did you kill her?
I just like how he does not care. Well, let me explain. Me mother, when I was young... So boss battles, you don't need to read about it because I'm about to show you.
Okay.
Boss battles
Arrows?
are very interesting. So out of nowhere, every time a boss battle appears, you become
What?
Super Saiyan.
Yes.
Dude, boss battles in this game are like, it's out of nowhere. Like the first time you're like, wait what?
What's happening?
Or like even the fact that it says boss, you're like, battles? How do I battle this? So the sacred healing thing becomes...
A gun.
Nope.
Kinda.
But sort of, yeah.
A bow and arrow.
Uh-huh.
Look how little it is.
Well, it's, yeah.
Oh. I was like,
Milady.
heck?
And the arrow out of nowhere.
That's me.
And do they explain
Shoot
this
the moon.
Yes.
by, like, family heritage?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So this is also pretty cool.
Sledgehammer.
It shows you their number of victims
That's cool.
and the years that they've been sentenced. The higher
nice.
it is the bigger their
That's
thing.
awesome.
I think it's pretty cool.
I like
now,
that a lot.
let's talk about what's hard.
Judgment. That's so good.
So that's generally what you're supposed to do once you get to.
I was gonna say that takes nothing. It's gonna take 1,000
No.
years.
So I'm just doing that, just kind of mess with them a little. Damn it. Oh, good. Nice.
Oh, it restrains him.
If you
Oh,
get it
yeah.
high enough, it restrains him.
And if you get so many restraints, that's it.
If you get so many restraints, then you do like a finishing move. Doesn't automatically kill most of the guys, but this might actually not work, unfortunately.
You have to be restraining him from different ways.
It's like hard to explain. Like
There's
you
definitely
just
a couple.
you have to get him to be pretty much stuck in place. There we go. See, as you can tell, I didn't move at all, and yet it still kind of worked.
Sweet.
So I did watch some like
Yes.
speedrun strats when it comes to certain bosses, and generally the strats are like you line them up in a certain way and just keep doing that over and over
Yes.
until you get lucky. Yeah, I know.
That is awesome.
So this will kill every boss doing that, which is not easy. The first boss is by far the easiest. That'll kill every boss except for the second to final and final boss. You have to do a little extra damage to those. So we're going to be heading into part 2 then. I'm happy with the time we're making on this. Pretty nice. It's funny, if I didn't watch any cutscenes at all, I'd be like doubly into the game. But we want the story, don't we? The story. It's very story-fied. So far, like I said, this game has nothing to do with any other clock tower. But
Well, I mean, in the sense that it's a little girl and you're being chased and it's an adventure game.
story-wise.
But
though.
story-wise, okay. I see.
But like I said, that'll
But
continue.
did the first one and the second one have anything to do with each other?
So the
think they
SNES and the PS1 are essentially sequels to each other. Or
Yeah, but I'm
PS1's.
talking about two.
We don't talk about Clock Tower 2. Like, I guess.
What are we talking about?
Does Clock Tower 2 have anything to do with the other stories?
No.
And SNES, why is that even an option?
SNES Clock Tower is a Clock Tower. It's the first Clock Tower game.
Yeah.
It only came out in Japan, but it.
But it was legit. I thought it was like a made-up thing.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was like a fan game.
No. I have a repo cart that has it
Right,
translated
right.
to English, but
But I thought it was like fake. I got you.
so to finish every level, you have to get the item.
The big item.
Yes, just like we were saving those souls earlier, we're doing this to her.
Covered in blood.
Your father is dead. There was an explosion. A shell.
Yeah, it's called war.
War has
I'm so sorry. Please don't
War
cry.
never changes.
I understand how you feel. I never even knew my father.
Man,
I lost him
you
soon
don't
after I
understand.
was born, but I love my
Remember
father just
everything
the
that
way
every
I
character
love
says
my
in this
father.
game.
this watch as a memento of your father and continue to practice the piano as hard as you can.
Well, I'm dead, mate.
Practice with an S.
I know.
British. It goes back to playing. You're just like me father, Taskmaster. Back to the piano.
May.
You're not very good at piano, man.
Daddy!
Please stop playing, love. You brought me back from the dead. Goes down.
Thank you, May. Your beautiful playing has brought me back to you. At last, we can be together again.
Now let's go down these stairs to the bottom.
Thank you,
place.
Alyssa.
To the low place.
Thank you. Goodbye, May.
What is there to
Goodbye,
thank?
Mr. Norton. Goodbye.
You like put their. You'll find out more about this later, but you literally like put their souls at
Mary
ease.
Poppins style. Goes down.
Goodbye.
A spoonful of sugar. They just every single.
Dies.
Koopa, I'll join you.
Oh, wakes up in bed,
Yeah, the
Coraline
way that
style.
you go back to the original is very Eternal Darkness.
Every single time it's different.
That's cool.
It's also not a particularly long game. The speed run's like an hour 15, but that's obviously with skipping all
I've been
cutscenes.
dreaming.
Oh. Mommy! I was dreaming a horrible dream.
So, by the way, remember when I was talking about funny? Get ready for some funniness.
Is it a moth?
Yep.
Yes! Ron Weasley!
I literally thought the same thing.
Dude, it super is. Look at that striped shirt. That's like Gryffindor colors.
And this definitely came out after the first Harry Potter movie. Because the first Harry Potter movie was like, what, like 01 or something like that?
Ew, I thought I was a
Oh my gosh! Every character moves around like ridiculous.
I know.
primary school together. It must be 3 years.
What do you think you're doing entering a lady's residence through a window?
I have to give you something.
Oh my gosh! He moves so much!
I know, right?
What is that?
It's not just me, right? Like, they move a lot.
I mean, it's better.
Get ready
than
for this.
nothing.
Get ready for this.
I kind of like this actually.
No, I do. I like it a lot too. It's just,
Oh.
it's just funny.
Because yesterday
Uh-huh.
morning, your mother drove by in her car. Oh, and she said you might come back from boarding school and asked me to
Yeah, I
come back
actually
to
like
you
this.
if you wasn't-
Also, the no music makes it kind of weird. Like, it has sound effects, but it's like they're moving so much.
I like it a lot, but it is weird.
Trevor's right that the graphics for an O2 game
Yeah.
are, like, phenomenal.
This dude rules.
Hey!
Well, it looks like you've grown up too, Dennis.
Oh, come on. That was then and this is now. Wait a minute, would you?
All right.
Yes!
That looked
That
a
was
little weird.
amazing! Best game ever made!
Oh, you have 4
Did you
now.
upgrade to your Sacred Waters?
Also, you get every time you beat a boss, you get more Sacred Waters. Can we also talk about how her grandfather's name is Dick? Get it?
No,
Get
I
it?
don't get it.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Number one.
Oh, like Richard Nixon. I got it.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Pretty funny. So, we're going to go in here. We're going to look at stuff. Dick's got stuff everywhere.
Oh, no, you know what would be amazing if in this part the bad guy that jumps out was Dennis and he just like
Oh my
appears
God.
and chases you
Book
awkwardly.
of Entities is very important, so I'm going to read it. Entities have existed in the human realm since Roman days.
They're human.
These beings have been known to possess innocent humans, imbuing them with utter ruthlessness and cruelty, and often driving the possessed to vicious acts
Oh,
of
so
murder.
this is the whole thing.
This is exactly what happens to him, right? In such cases, executing the murderer does not break the circle of evil.
Right, yep.
The possessed is resurrected to continue its bloodthirsty mission. Right, like the guy we saw. Those who are thus controlled by entities are known as subordinates.
Alright.
When a subordinate kills a human, they take nourishment from the victim's soul and their power
Find their
grows.
life bar.
Subordinates may acquire an infinite amount of power in this manner. It follows then that subordinates are sustained by human misery and suffering. Good to know. Only certain humans are equipped to fight entities, and their subordinates, the Rooters. Rooters, who are always young women in their
Rooters?
teens, have been battling against these shadowy enemies for hundreds of years. This war is likely to continue for many centuries to come.
Rooters? What a dumb name.
Well, you're Alyssa and you're a damn Rooter. So deal with it.
Oh, wait, no, there's Rooters with a U. That looks better.
Teenage girls who stand against
Oh,
the
yeah.
forces of darkness.
Because then it's like the Tudors.
Did you find anything in there, Alyssa?
No.
What's that?
Hey, mate.
It's a book my parents were hiding. It's called The Joy of Sex. Look at them boobs. Mate?
Entity? What's an entity? And the readers?
What's an entity?
So it wasn't a dream.
What are you talking about, mate?
I'm
Entity?
going to look for my mother.
You want to look for your mother? She was in a car, remember? She could be anywhere by now.
She's nearby. I can tell.
I found her collar.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. Just go home.
It don't matter.
Oh!
Just the two of us. It'll be like the old
Getting
days.
stalkery.
That was a long time ago.
What was that guy from Before the Storm? Life is
Elliot.
Strange. Elliot.
Getting Elliot.
Ugh.
Turning into Elliot.
I'm alone in the house until my sister comes back anyway.
So you must keep me company.
Isn't she travelling?
Yeah. She's working as a nurse at a refugee camp in Africa.
Wow.
In her last
Brag
letter, she
much.
said she won't be back for at least another 6 months, so I'm free to
Also, I don't
babysit,
really know when.
walk
Oh,
dogs,
wait, did they give
look
you
for
a year
missing
for when
mom.
this takes place?
Okay.
I don't know
You
if they
can check
do.
upstairs while I look downstairs.
It's just weird. It's
Yes,
so
yes.
old
Hey,
school, like feeling that you're like, does this
one
take
thing.
place in the early 2000s?
Isn't it your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah, but it's Britain, so it's hard
My
to say.
birthday.
That's true.
See, even after all this time, I still remember. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Now check upstairs, will you?
Obviously, oh, by the way,
Partner!
it would be a nice touch if you just like happened upon him like searching around, but he just doesn't exist.
Oh, so that's it. That would be cool if you just like walk in a room and he's like
So this took me forever the first time.
to find.
You literally have to go to the dang picture frame and you find the winding keys, which then go upstairs. But it would be a nice touch if you're just like you see him walking around. I understand why they didn't do it, but that would be kind of cool. But he only appears in cutscenes. Those dang NPCs.